In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this really cool portrait effect with those layers and the portrait sort of jumping in from one of the layers. But we also learn how to integrate it in your presentation and add some really nice designs to it. So you can liven up your presentation and bring some dynamic touches to it with a portrait instead of a boring image. So let's jump into Canva and see how we do it. And we're starting from a blank slide. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to change the background color. So I'm going for a gradient. Let's go for orange and yellow. But then we're going to change the tones. Let's make this one yellow, and the red, we're going to tune it down to orange. Make it circular and then swap the colors around so we have the light in the middle. Now we're going to add a circle, so press C to add a circle. Let's close this and let's give this a white fill so we can easily see what's happening here, and increase it to about like the larger part or the majority of the slide. Now we're going to give this a lighter yellow fill. So we have a nice contrast. Not too much, but it's sort of in that same color tone. And what I'm going to do now is go to Elements and type in Circular Shadow. Go to Graphics, and we have to specify it Inner Shadow. So we have this inner shadow ring. It doesn't have to be complete. You can choose whichever you like best. And I'm going to reduce the transparency to about 33. So we have that sort of paper cutout, paper tear effect. I'm going to group this together. I'm going to select both of those and group it together. Now Ctrl D and then just scale it down just a little bit and repeat that step until we have about 3 layers or more. You can choose if you want to go more or not. I'm also going to rotate them slightly so we don't have that same border or at the exact same place. So I think this looks quite cool. And now what I want to do is I want to bring some variations in the layers. So we shouldn't have grouped them, so we can just ungroup them again. And I'm going to give, when it goes like a layer deeper, I'm going to give this just a bit of a darker color. So I'm going to click that color and make it slightly darker. And repeat that for the other positions and just give it darker color. And then once more, you can also go to orange if you want, just like this. So we have that sort of depth creation in those images. Now you can group them together if you want. That keeps it easy to control, and it keeps your designs quite clean. So I always like to group it into certain parts, then we can easily add something in between layers. Now I'm going to add for a portrait of a woman. Go to photos, and then you can choose anyone that you like. It will work quite well if someone has yellow on already, but it also works perfectly fine if you don't have yellow. So I'm going to remove the background and show you how to do it with this picture. Because we don't have that border, we can't really just crop it in and fit it. It will look a bit weird, so we want to do that in a specific way. For that, I'm going to go for circle frame and just narrow it down to frames and add that circle. I'm going to position her on the second level circle, so I'm going to increase the circle until it matches around with this one. It doesn't have to be exact. If you can make it exact, that's perfect. But if it's not entirely correct, it won't work. It won't matter too much. I'm going to duplicate the image and drag this one in the circle. Now I'm going to increase it in size just a little bit, so it sort of pops out of that extra layer, and that will add for that depth to the picture. So that's what we want. And now you can see we already have that circular border and that circular cut, and that's what we want. But of course her head is sort of cropped out. And for that we have the second image in place. So I'm going to position it here, scale it up just a bit, and then I'm going to position her to the left. Don't drag her in the circle because then it will snap. We want to position her and then just use the arrow keys to make it look perfect. Now I'm going to resize her until it perfectly matches. And looking at it, I don't think we should have resized her, but I think the hairline looks quite good. Now, of course, we get this extra point again, that outward part. We don't need that, so we're just going to crop that away just like this. And then just position everything until it's nice. And we can easily group those together. So now they act as one shape. So that's what we want. And then you can also select everything and also group that, so you have one item to work with. You can put it to the side, maybe add some text to it, title. So welcome. For a nice welcome message to your presentation, let's make it white. And also give that cool lift-off effect. And here we type in everyone. Let's give that a different font, something handwritten. Maybe we make it shorter, hello, and make that large. I think that really pops. and position it right here. You can add contact information. That is totally up to you to decide. But you can see if you just scale around with those things, you can make some pretty cool and intriguing designs to your presentation and slides. So that's what I always like to do. I like to have some sort of an eye catcher in the presentation. And if I now just add some cool transitions, some flow transition, increase the duration, and apply between all pages and preview, then we can have a look at this nice presentation with the layer design, and you can make some really cool graphics with it and have that 3D layered effect of a portfolio or showing someone in a pretty interesting way. So thanks a lot for watching. If you want to learn more about Canva, make sure to watch the video on the screen right now.